In Business Central, if you have a deferral template set up, it can be used executing off a journal, a sales document, or a purchase document. Let's take a look at the deferral template. I currently have two templates. For today, we're going to use the 12th month straight line, which will split the amount over 12 periods from the posting date. To get started, let's go to our general journal. We're going to buy a piece of software for 8310 straight to the GL. And this software we're going to call Microsoft D365 BC implementation. I'm going to tab over and through the general's required columns and say this is going to cost us $10,000. Alright, now if you keep tabbing, you will come across the deferral template code. From here I can select 12 periods. One thing you'll note, there's now a hamburger just to the right of the deferral code, and you can click on that and it's going to tell us, well, how much are we talking about here? Okay, so if we go back and have a look at this amount, this is, it's 10,000. So because that's, here we go. Let's change this to GST 10. I'm going to make this 11,000. Let's go back. And against our deferral period, I should be able to hit the hamburger. And it'll show us now the total amount is $10,000. And we can see the 12 periods. Now straight from within the edit deferral schedule, we can actually turn around and change this. And I can say, well, I'm going to only defer $5,000. And I'm going to defer that over 8 months from the middle of this month. We can go actions, actions, calculate schedule, and all of your dates will change accordingly. Now, remembering we've only deferred $5,000 now, we can go back, we can post this transaction. It's now completed. Let's go have a look at the chart of accounts and see the impact. Here we can see software, $10,000. Let's click on it and look a little bit closer. I can see here that we have a $10,000 the expenditure that's been spent. We can see a credit that's come in for $5,000 and spreading this over the periods that we outlined per the deferral that was applied. Fantastic. That is how deferrals work. The same principle works from a sales invoice. If we go to a sales invoice, we create a new sales invoice. Now I'm selling a product or service that I want to split the income over multiple periods. So I'm going to sell an Amsterdam lamp. Let's just tab across. This is a $90 product. So I'm going to buy 100 of them. So we have a decent amount of money here that's showing up, $9,000. As we scroll over, we'll note here that we don't have a deferral. So we go into personalize, add the field, click within the window of the data grid. You can search for deferral and it's drag and drop. Now we have a deferral code exposed. I can select to split this over 12 periods. The same feature appears as the hamburger to the right of the drop box, which we can click on. I can change the calculation method, the number of periods, even the start date, and then go and recalculate the schedule. I'm going to leave this one exactly as it is right now. Okay, and we are going to go and we're going to invoice this. Post. And the deferral has now been applied to the revenue. The same works for purchase invoices. I'm going to open this purchase invoice, and again the same principle. You'll see as we scroll over the deferral code. From here we can select a deferral, and the same principles apply. This is how you use deferral templates on the journals, sales documents, and purchase documents. Thank you.